In the year 2001, the seventh largest company in America simply vanished, gone, like it was never real. 20,000 people showed up to work one morning and found out their pensions had been completely erased overnight. The company was called Enron, and it sold something that did not actually exist. That was the whole trick. It started in Texas, 1985, a quiet gas pipeline company. One ambitious male person had very big plans. His name was Ken Lay. He believed energy markets should be free, completely, dangerously, beautifully free. Before Enron, gas prices were fixed by the government. You bought gas. You paid the price. Nobody argued. Ken Lay said, "What if we trade energy like stocks? Buy low, sell high, make billions. Genius or madness?" Washington said, yes. They deregulated energy markets. And just like that, Enron had a playground with no rules. Then, a second male person arrived, Jeffrey Skilling, Harvard MBA. He thought he was the smartest person alive. Skilling had a new idea. Don't sell gas. Sell promises about gas. Sell the future. Sell absolutely nothing tangible. They called it mark-to-market accounting. Translation: count money you haven't earned yet as profit you already have. Imagine eating a meal you haven't cooked yet and calling yourself full. That was Enron's entire financial strategy. Wall Street loved it. Enron's stock price exploded, from $10 to $90 in just a few years. Magazine covers, television interviews. Everyone called Enron the most innovative company on earth, repeatedly. They expanded into broadband, into water, into weather futures. Yes, they literally tried to sell the weather. Enter Andy Fastow, the third wheel, Enron's finance chief. He was building something even more creative than fiction. Fastow invented shell companies, fake businesses with real names, designed entirely to hide Enron's actual debt forever. Think of it like this. You owe your friend money, so you create a sock puppet named Dave. Dave owes it now, not you. Arthur Andersen, one of the biggest accounting firms on earth, signed off on every single fraudulent Enron report. Every one. Should we be worried? Absolutely not. Buy more stock. Employee complies. Tragically, employees were encouraged to invest their retirement savings directly into Enron stock. Put all your eggs in one corporate basket. Meanwhile, executives sold their own Enron shares quietly. Millions of dollars out the back door while employees couldn't. California's electricity crisis hit in 2000. Blackouts everywhere. And Enron traders were caught laughing about it on recordings. One recording had a trader say they were stealing from grandmothers, out loud, into a recorded phone. Absolutely unbelievable. Enron stock hit its peak in 2000, $90 per share. The company was valued at $70 billion. $70 billion. Skilling was promoted to CEO. Ken Lay became chairman. They were untouchable, or so everyone, including them, believed. Their lobbying money reached the White House. Enron donated to almost every senator, both parties. Everyone was compromised. Analysts who questioned Enron got destroyed publicly, called idiots. Their careers threatened. The culture of silence was total. One brave female person inside the company wrote a memo directly to Ken Lay. She warned him the whole thing would implode. Her name was Sharon Watkin. The memo was ignored. She was demoted. The clock was now ticking very, very loudly. August 2001. Skilling resigned without warning. After only 6 months as CEO, markets started to notice the strange smell. A journalist named Bethany McLean asked a simple question. How exactly does Enron make its money? Nobody could answer her. The SEC launched a formal investigation. The letters SEC were now the scariest thing Enron executives had ever heard. Credit agencies downgraded Enron's rating. That meant their borrowing costs exploded. Their house of cards began vibrating dangerously. Is my money safe? 100%. Never been safer. Investor smiles. Devastatingly wrong. November 2001. Enron restated 5 years of earnings. Translation. Everything we said was profit. It was actually nothing. Nothing. The stock price began its final freefall. $90. 60. 30. Oh. 10. ID. $1. Less. In just weeks. Arthur Andersen began shredding documents. Physically. Truckloads of evidence destroyed. Their own obituary. Written confetti paper. It did not work. Federal investigators were already inside the building. The shredding made everything catastrophically worse for them. Dineji, a rival company, tried to acquire Enron for a rescue merger. They looked at the books. They ran away screaming. The merger collapsed. No bailout. No rescue. Enron was completely, totally, magnificently, catastrophically on its own now. 20,000 employees still showed up to work, still believing, still swiping their badges, still not knowing their fate yet. December 2nd, 2001, Enron filed for Chapter 11, bankruptcy, the biggest bankruptcy in American history at that exact moment in time. $63 billion in assets. Gone. Employees lost pensions. Investors lost savings. A city-sized financial explosion happened silently. Arthur Andersen was convicted of obstruction of justice. 85,000 employees lost their jobs overnight, gone instantly. The FBI moved in. Grand juries were formed. The entire executive layer of Enron suddenly had serious legal problems to manage. Ken Lay was arrested. The man who started it all, in handcuffs, in a suit, looking deeply, profoundly, publicly confused. Skilling was arrested too. He claimed innocence for years. The jury took 6 hours to find him guilty on 19 counts. 6 hours. Andy Fastow cooperated with prosecutors. He testified against everyone. He got 10 years. His wife got 1 year. Both went to prison. Ken Lay died of a heart attack in 2006 before his sentencing. Some called it lucky. Others called it something far more poetic. What happened to the money? What money? Reporter stares. Camera rolls. History is made. Skilling got 24 years in prison, later reduced. He walked out in 2019, served 12 years. Some say not enough. Many say so. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act was born directly from Enron's ashes. New rules, new oversight, new penalties for executives who lie, directly because of this. The Enron whistleblower, Sharon Watkins, became a symbol. Time magazine named her a Person of the Year, quietly vindicated. Finally, the documentary Enron, The Smartest Guys in the Room, came out in 2005. It won awards. It explained what no courtroom fully could. Today, business schools teach Enron as the essential case study how greed, arrogance, and zero oversight can destroy anything, even giants. The lesson was simple. When a company can't explain how it makes money in plain language, that is the answer. That is your warning. Enron's ghost still haunts every boardroom on earth, every audit. Every disclosure requirement, every rule that protects your money now. And those 20,000 employees? Most rebuilt, most survived, but none of them ever forgot what it means to trust without verifying. Enron sold air. The air ran out, and for one brief, catastrophic, spectacular moment, the whole world watched it disappear. Just like that.